Hi, this is Cheri. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draw a woman. First, start with a nice loose circle and then draw a chin attaching to the bottom of the circle like so. Once you have that done, you can go ahead and draw in your intersecting lines to help you with your facial feature proportions. I like to start by drawing one horizontal line across, then one more horizontal line atop that, and then two more below it. This is going to help to put all the basic features like the eyebrows and the nose, as you can see right here. I've already put in a little marker for the nose and two for the eyebrows. And I really want to make this character feminine, so I'm going to tilt her eyes a little bit. I'm going to make them kind of round. And then last I have the mouth and a little semicircle for the lower lip. I'm showing just through marks how to draw in a basic shape for the ears. You want the top of the ear at the eyebrow and the bottom of the ear where the nose ends. And here I'm starting to outline a little bit of the front of the face. You've got the brow bone and then a little indent between the brow bone and the cheekbone there. So I'm done with my sketchy lines there, for lack of a better phrase. Since I've got my basic features drawn in, I won't be needing them anymore. I know they're still showing up. That's just because the pencil I'm using, I drew on it pretty hard, but that's so it would show up in the video. Normally you want to draw soft and light so you can erase it later. Now I'm going to put in the neck to show that this is not a floating head in space. It is attached to a body. And just some basic anatomy there. Clavicle and the collarbone. Now I'm going to get to work on the eyes. I always like to start with the eyes. It's the one feature that draws me in to any character. Put that little shine in and a little pupil in the middle. I think I'm going to keep this character's eyes light. And here you can see I'm drawing in the nostrils of the nose and the bridge of the nose. I want to give this lady a smile, so I'm turning the corners of her mouth up, excuse me, and drawing in her lips, very feminine lips. There's no mistaking that this is a female character. Putting a little crease in her upper eyelid. She doesn't look quite so flat. I'm going to jump on in and put some lashes on her eyes. And it's really, really looking feminine now. Because you know, us ladies, we love our mascara and making our lashes very dark and obvious. And I like putting in little creases at the edges, the corners of the mouth. Kind of makes the character more endearing. I've decided for the hair, since I want this woman to be kind of middle-aged, I want her to look matronly. I don't know if I even said that right. Please don't make fun of me if I said it wrong. But anyway, I want her to look kind of motherly. So she's got really soft, wavy long hair. It's poofed up a little bit. It's a hairstyle I see often from, say, middle-aged mothers. So, and of course, you know, younger girls wear it too. But I just feel that it it would fit her as a mother character. And I'm going to put in a couple of pearl earrings there, which really look motherly. Now she's starting to look a little bit more mature. You know, she's kind of subtle and reserved still, but fashionable. Or she could look like, you know, a reporter on the news. She looks like a good news reporter. And at this point, you could stop. She looks pretty good if you just want to do a simple kind of cartoon adult character, but I want to push for realism, for dimension, so I am putting in the values. I'm putting in some dark shadows for her hair. I love doing hair, especially long hair. It's all long and flowing, and it's really relaxing to me, just to keep the repetition of the wrist, to do those same strokes over and over. And you just learn how to use your pencil. You know, you learn how to start kind of dark or kind of light and build from there. And I always found it rather therapeutic. So I don't know if anyone here hates doing hair or enjoys doing hair. I'm one of those people who just enjoys drawing hair. I find it very therapeutic. And maybe if you don't like drawing hair, you can think of it that way. Think of it as a therapeutic activity of repetition. And you might see your skills, your hair drawing skills increase. But this, you know, obviously gives the texture of hair. As you can see, when I started, I just drew the basic shape, blocked it in, and now I'm putting in some real defining texture. We know this is hair, and now we know what it looks like. She looks kind of blonde, but I'm going to make this kind of a medium blonde. I'm going to darken it up in some places, but I still want to keep those highlights. I really like highlights in hair. It's fun. Just like those Pantene Pro V commercials, right? Love to watch all the shiny hair. And I like to give my characters a collar line there, just, oh, for modesty's sake. So now I'm going to start putting in some shadows, as I usually like to do. I'm putting the shadows starting around the eyes and the creases of the eyes, and I kind of work out from there. I'm not staying in one place for very long. I'm going around to different parts of the face. You can see I like to work very quickly. There's a balance between that and taking your time. Obviously, take as much time as you want. I just put in the shadows for the cheekbone. They're on each side of her face, and of course the brow bone. Men are very masculine, so they can get away with more definitions, while as women are more subtle. However, they're not as subtle as a child, so you still have to define those bony landmarks. I put in some of her smile lines, and that is definitely helping push the age. Now she really looks like a middle-aged woman, probably very likely a mother, you know, of children, taking them to school. She really looks the part now. You don't have to do that, but I just put those in because I really wanted to show her age. And pushing those values some more, adding darker tones to her eyelashes, as well as the pupils of her eyes. As you start putting in more shadows, you find out that, oh, you know, my darkest darks weren't so dark after all, so I'm going to go back in and push them, really, really push them. The pupils of the eyes are just about always going to be the darkest, unless you're going for a particular illustration where you don't want to focus on the eyes, but that's a whole other lesson. This is just the focus of how to draw a face, and I always like to have the pupils really dark. And I really want her hair to look like it has some depth, so I'm pushing the shadows of her hair too. I'm really making it dark. There's no light behind this woman's hair, you know, to make it, you know, it's really thick hair, so it's going to have really dark shadows. That's definitely going to give it some weight, which is good because you can tell even with that lift in her hair, she has a lot of hair. There's a lot of weight to it. And I'm starting to put in a little bit more shadow under her eyes. The lower eyelid's got that crease there and kind of a shadow, especially when you get older. I'm defining the chin a little bit more. And I'm going to put a shadow on the neck. So now we can see that the neck is above the head, like it's over it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please like and share with your friends. Y'all have a great day.